Imagine yourself on a vast stretch of coastal line, all alone, with winds gushing and soothing waves consuming your feet. As you sit there for a couple of hours, you realize the ocean has slowly engulfed the land in front of you. You place yourself on higher ground as you watch the ocean swallow the beach completely and slowly. And you wonder, how do tides really work? We all know what tides are, so much so that we don't really need a definition for it. But when we see a huge wave on a beach, it's an ocean wave we are witnessing caused by the forces of wind. Tides are associated with slow rise and fall of ocean level, caused by the combined effect of gravitational forces exerted by the sun and the moon. Though whenever we think about tides, we think of ocean tides. But sun and moon's gravitational field has an effect on Earth's landmass as well, to which we call land tides. Jupiter's moon Io experiences land tides as much as 5 times the highest ocean tides on Earth. Just imagine standing on the surface of Io and being lifted so high by the land itself. Of course, you'll be surrounded by lava lakes, all of which is caused by the energy of tidal forces due to Jupiter's enormous gravitational pull. We obviously don't notice any such thing on Earth because deformation of Earth's landmass amounts to only 20 centimeters at max. But the effect on our ocean is more profound. Let me explain. Let's consider the tidal forces caused only by the moon and not the sun. Tidal forces acting on Earth makes the ocean bulge outwards along the Earth-Moon line. But it's not really stretching the ocean, rather, it is squeezing the ocean to form this bulge. Tidal forces act differently at different places on Earth. And when we map out the direction of these stress forces along the surface, they will look something like this. These tidal forces are acting everywhere, but since they are so small that we don't notice any effect of this anywhere except the oceans. Oceans are huge, and they cover more than half of the planet's surface area, due to which all these forces get added up and create a significant pressure difference, which in turn causes the ocean tides. Small water bodies just do not have enough surface area to build up significant pressure differential that would be noticed by us. Technically, water in a cup would also experience tidal forces. It's just that those tides would be microscopic. Imagine squeezing a pimple. That's the effect the moon's gravitational field has on the oceans, and hence the bulge at the Earth-Moon line. But there's one more thing. The bulge is not perfectly aligned to the Earth-Moon line. Instead, as a planet rotates on its axis, it offsets the bulge in the direction of its rotation. It's like a constant tug-of-war between the Earth and the Moon, pulling the ocean bulge constantly. This exact interaction causes friction between the ocean water and the ocean floor, causing Earth's rotation to slow down ever so slightly, that is 0.002 seconds each day. As a planet rotates along its axis, the bulge kind of remains at the same position and all the coastal land enters and exits the bulge, causing 2 high tides and 2 low tides every tidal day. If you are a curious soul like me and want to know more about different interesting things that happen around us, subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, then please hit the like button. It is beautiful to understand these planetary forces and its effect on our lives on this blue marble. These forces are acting all around us, available to us for our investigation and for our information.